I'm Mansi Mehrotra, Product Lead for the Meta Horizon store. In this session, I'll talk about the different content discovery surfaces on Meta Horizon and how they support the success of your app or world. Specifically, we'll get into 4 key topics. First, I'll share an overview of our discovery surfaces and vehicles. Next, I'll discuss our approach to our ranking models. Third, I'll explain how we balance ranking with manual curation. And last, we'll share tips on how to optimize your distribution strategy for an individual app or world. Content discovery within the Meta Horizon ecosystem occurs across 3 major vehicles: the Horizon feed, the Horizon store, and search. Users interact with these vehicles across 3 surfaces. The first is in VR, when they put on their headset. The second is within the Horizon mobile app. And last is on the web at meta.com. As users interact with these different vehicles across different surfaces, their needs change, and as a result, we see different behaviors. Let's talk a little bit about that. The Horizon feed is the default landing vehicle when users turn on their Meta Quest device. And it's also the default landing experience when they load the mobile app. It's designed to connect users with various content, including apps, games, worlds, events, and creator content, and give them a pulse on what's happening in the metaverse right now. Users that interact here are typically lower intent users who are simply looking to explore what's available in the metaverse. Consider this a top-of-funnel vehicle. It doesn't drive conversion for sales or downloads as well as the store does, but it's very successful at increasing awareness of your content. Our search vehicle is accessible across the platform on all 3 surfaces and supports high, medium, and low intent users. So it's very dynamic and must support high intent users looking directly for specific apps that they already know the name of. And it also must support medium intent users who generally know the genre of apps they're interested in, and low intent users who want us to provide them with suggestions on what to look for. The Horizon store is the primary commerce vehicle for the platform. Its purpose is to help users find content they want to download or purchase. Unlike the feed, the store requires an extra click to visit. Therefore, users on the store have higher intent for content discovery. Placements on the store homepage are important for getting users into your funnel, and the product detail page is critical for generating purchase consideration and ultimately conversions. All 3 of our distribution vehicles use ranking models to populate the content that appears within them, but it's not the only method we use. We balance both ranking and manual methods for programming. We'll discuss the manual programming in a few minutes. To explain ranking, it's important to understand how our systems work. The ranking models we use to program the feed, store, and search surfaces prioritize a variety of signals, but most importantly, they prioritize 1. How relevant is this content to a given user? And 2. How likely is it to engage that user? So what does this mean? When we talk about relevance, we consider the surface itself and what we know about the user's intent on that surface. For example, if a user is engaging with the search surface, we know they may more likely wish to see something that matches more closely with the exact term they've entered versus the top performing content on the platform. Then, we also consider a user's past behavior and signals that they've consented to share about their past search queries, prior downloads, and the length of time that they've spent on the platform. The likelihood that a particular piece of content will engage users is important to consider because this ensures that our users see the content that's most likely to give them a positive experience. To measure this, we look at a variety of factors, including the amount of time that users are spending with a particular piece of content, either in a single session or repeated number of sessions. It's important to us to balance the metrics we use to influence this, because we know that many apps offer very different types of experiences, some with longer durations than others, and some with fixed campaigns, while others are designed to be replayable in nature. If users repeatedly have a good experience on the platform, they're more likely to re-engage, which means the total addressable market for you, our developers and builders, will continue to grow. As we mentioned earlier, we use both ranking and manual curation to program the store, feed and search vehicles. We consult a variety of methods to identify content that qualifies for this manual promotion. You may see manually programmed content in the spotlight carousels on store and feed, in custom shelving and collections, and in manually developed store views. Our teams identify hand-selected content for manual programming based on the following factors: general quality and star rating, community engagement and press coverage, its general success in audience engagement, and uniqueness and novelty. Now that you know about the surfaces that exist for content discovery on the Horizon platform, and generally how they work, let's talk about what this means for you. The best way to increase your chance of being featured in our curated programming and be upranked on our distribution surfaces is to do the following. First, focus on app quality, retention, and stickiness. If you don't think your app is ready for prime time, consider launching in early access, allowing you to get feedback from users and wait to launch fully after you've been able to refine and polish. Also consider frequent app updates and explore different engagement tools that can help you encourage higher retention and average session duration. Next, invest in a multi-channel marketing campaign that considers press and influencer coverage. It's important to note that Meta Horizon platform discovery surfaces should not be the only method you use to drive discovery of your content. If you can generate community buzz in the press, on social channels, and build a healthy community on channels like Discord, make sure to link to your product detail page to focus that hype towards downloads and engagement with your content. You can also use app ads to launch Facebook and Instagram ads to target Quest users directly and measure the results. Third, keep your marketing assets fresh. Regularly refresh your cover art, trailers, and other metadata. This reduces fatigue from showing users the same marketing assets repeatedly and increases the likelihood that a user will click on the tile promoting your content and convert from your product detail page. Also, make sure to refresh your assets when you have a major app update to promote or if you're running a sale promotion. You can use the creative A/B testing tool to determine what imagery works best. Last, constantly evaluate your pricing strategy. Adjusting your price can improve demand for your content, which will re-engage users to convert. If demand and engagement increases, then your distribution will improve as well. So, participate in platform sale events and consider running your own deals. Keep in mind that pricing hygiene is also just a great thing to monitor across your app's lifecycle overall. You can evaluate this by using the Price A/B testing tool and price localization tools in the developer dashboard. We hope this helps you better understand content discovery on the Meta Horizon platform and how you can maximize your chance for greater visibility on our surfaces. For more information about driving effective growth, check out the Growth Insight series for expert insights and tips. Thank you for watching.